Did not realize until now that you can equip eggs. Now, I'm not gonna use it on... I want to see what happens. I'm not gonna use it on chickens. I am, however, gonna see how much damage it can do. Wait, did it just fucking spawn chickens or something? Or just make that noise? Doesn't seem like it does anything. Except upset the chickens. It makes a splat noise. Can I equip the golden ones? Wow. Just do an egg only run. That'd be insane. Especially because I don't think I could do it. Can I unequip the egg? No. I love that I have a golden egg on the bottom of my belt. I'm still not feeling so good. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Well, I had some chips last night, but there was like literally 3 chips. I'm not even shitting you. And then I had a sandwich about 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'll be fine. I definitely won't be delirious at all. Also, let me equip with it. Does it have as much value? Okay, there should be one more popping up. Oh yeah, we're good. I think I got the ones over here too, but I'll check before I leave. Yeah, it looks good. I'll probably do one run and then hop off. I don't know. March narrations, just let me know. I try to listen to what I would put doing this. Sometimes you can get close to them.
One says, what kind of car is it? Beppy says it's a 1970s Nissan Z. I just had a look at those and they're cheeky little cars. They look quite nice. I was looking at the prices and those range.
My favorite is
some of them are up to like 40,000. So
okay, I think that's someone.
Yeah, I might be
No,
looking at something
okay.
completely different.
No, I tried.
Quite pricey 1970s car like that. They looked after by the sounds of it.
That's crazy. I did see one. I wonder, actually. Nope. That's not possible. I don't think it's possible. Oh, maybe. Hold up.
And asked when her brother had access to my car. She said she had him over because she was making dinner for her parent and brother the day after I left. We walked for the entire day, and long story short, she went to take a nap and asked her brother to pick up some stuff from the store. She went in the bathroom and he left, then came back with the stuff. By this time, I was on the edge of exploding. It's obvious that her brother took my car to the store for a joyride. At the time, angry at them both to be honest, I didn't know if I wanted to believe her story or just condemn them both. I told her I needed
Yeah, I'd be leaving that bitch.
She seemed a mix of upset and confused. When I got back inside, she was on the phone with her brother in the other room. I could hear her yelling, "Don't fucking lie!" So I walked in and told her to make him come over and I'd like to speak to him. I called off a bit by the time he pulled up. I asked him to take a seat and showed him the pictures and conversation. I was about to ask him to explain before my girlfriend jumped in and asked, "Did you take his car to the store when I asked you to pick up some stuff up the other day?" He didn't say anything, so I started speaking. I told him that he took my car without permission after I made it abundantly clear that nobody else.
I'm not gonna find that egg.
Not only disrespectful to me, but it's also dangerous from an insurance standpoint and illegal.
Could you imagine if I did though? So they're just over there in that farm. Let's see. Theoretically, it should have gone over here. But the game doesn't work like that.
To take it as a lesson on being firm with her family. That the whole, oh, but their family, or what's the harm, shit is not tolerated anymore. She agreed and apologized for the whole thing. I now keys locked away in a place only I know. My girlfriend called her mother and started explaining the whole thing. I cracked a beer and rested easy. All is well at the moment, but keep in mind that this happened once. It's never going to be.
Oh.
I think that's a good thing.
Oh, fuck.
And these ones too is giving glam puffs to
Oh.
or the scholar. And something pink. It's giving best uncle ever.
David, the movie.
I thought that was fake. I thought that was a fake ad. That's actually real?
For a great adventure.
I will say, like, most of this God bullshit that they put out, I don't care about, but
It's this Christmas.
when they usually do, like, the cartoons, it's not that bad.
Well done, sir. You kept your cool, told off the brother, and kept good with
I think it's because they're, like, limited on what they could put in there, like,
glad that I still be
they're not allowed to be like, oh, you need to be racist and shit, like, you're not allowed to be racist and whatever.
and yelling to them now. Bruno says what your girlfriend did, Joe, is only suspicious because we've seen all movies or TV shows where that happened. Like Joey saves Chandler for revealing too much to Phoebe. Your girlfriend probably did it because she's in fact genuinely angry and wanted to yell at her brother so you didn't have to. She felt bad that her family did this to you. It was responsible, so she wanted to...
Oh, hey, I got the egg before it scared her. It didn't even get scared, whoops.
I knew she was upset and very...
I was worried for nothing.
Based on how her voice sounded, she probably didn't want to hear him try to lie his way out of it, for all I know. From what it says, having been the girlfriend just last week in a similar situation, I called my brother immediately and flipped on him. I was mad for my boyfriend and embarrassed for myself. Totally understandable if she did that. And someone was saying Opie's the arsehole for the way he reacted to all this, and Opie says, maybe I am an arsehole, and you're entitled to your opinion of me.
I mean, not really. I don't think that's kind of, like, that's your car, dude. Fucking, other people should be fucking nice to your shit, you know? Especially if it's a very nice car. If it was like, oh man, they destroyed my McDonald's trash car, my Pinto with all the McDonald's trash in it. I'm like, well, you know, it is what it is. But, like, this guy took time to restore his car. Right.
And nobody knows where my keys are hidden but me. In it too, after a bit of thinking and reading comments below, I realized that I left things a bit unfinished with my girlfriend and I sat her down. I apologized to her if I made her feel any of this was her fault. I assured her it wasn't, because in truth, it really isn't. In the heat of the moment, my mind was clouded. She was relieved that I wasn't mad at her,
What's
but
up?
told me how embarrassed she was about the entire
You came to check the
situation.
egg situation? Well, I can now throw eggs.
She couldn't have known he'd do that and did nothing wrong.
Now I have to collect an egg.
I keep my car keys and we're all good. Her brother did call.
Also, if you throw chicken eggs around the chickens, they do not appreciate
As
it.
long as it's not repeated, we're all trying to move on. I've seen that people find it more and more childish how protective of my car I am in the comments below. You're right, and I overreacted a bit. I'll admit that. This car holds a fair bit of sentimental attachment.
That's what you get for not giving me golden eggs.
It's a passion of mine, so
Just gonna throw the chicken eggs back at him. No, I don't think it kills them.
I'm glad that Opie had that conversation with his girlfriend in the end.
I hope not.
No, it doesn't sound like it was
I don't want to accidentally throw an egg, you know?
overreacted in this situation. Like Opie said, it's sentimental.
I'm just having a little fun. I'm not gonna do these two, any of these ones, because they usually give me eggs.
Like I say, it's not hard to be respectful of other people.
But you know who doesn't give me eggs that very often?
Taking someone's car out like that. And as
Is,
a thought process, he was thinking, where's the keys? I need to sneak them out to go and take the car, etc., etc.
The one over
I
here.
know people, well, a couple of people. One owns a Sierra Cosworth, one owns an Escort Mark II. Both project cars that they've had for years and years worth absolute ton. And I'm not saying this is the right way to deal with things, by the way, but I can
I'm like not hitting them at all.
absolutely
It's very hard to hit a chicken with an egg.
if someone did something like that to one of their cars, I mean, berserk. Again, I'm not saying it's the right way to deal with it, but they would. That's just a fact. And now, I'm going to turn this one to guy's name.
Damn it, hit the chicken.
How
Okay.
would you feel if
Well, that didn't work.
in that situation? Thoughts down in the comments below. Let's move on
I just wasted like,
to the story.
how much are regular chicken eggs? Like 200? 100?
Am I the arsehole here? Subreddit. And it says, am I the arsehole? Blaming my
So, like,
fiancé for Thanksgiving being a disaster.
almost 900 bucks.
Sitting in my pajamas, fuming
Or
about this whole
9,000, I
thing.
don't
My
know.
fiancé is acting like he holds no equal footing here. I need to know I'm not crazy. When I was
Not a regular eggs,
my
no.
parents introduced me to their friend, Rose. She started spending a lot of time with us and eventually moved in. They were very close friends and she was very good to me, but I didn't think anything weird of it. A lot of people I knew lived with family, so I thought it was like that. When I
Yo,
was
if she lives with her family, just be careful.
together,
Especially if they're Asian.
sister's wife situation.
Like, no offense to Asian people, I just don't want to live with your entire family.
It was a little jarring because I accepted it and honestly, it didn't change much. Rose was still one of the
That's probably just a stereotype, so I'm like not actually gonna like, you know, say that to somebody, but
every big moment, even the sad ones.
if they ever ask, you know, can I move in my family or whatever, you know, let's move in with my family. Nope.
This wasn't the norm for every family. My friends were fine with it.
And if they try and act like it's not a big deal, I'd be like, nah, it's a huge motherfucking deal.
See each other outside of our homes.
Huge. I don't want to live with a bunch of old motherfuckers.
Always had a boyfriend who found it weird, but it was revealed early on in our relationship.
That's what I hate though.
I've been with my fiancé for the past
You get your own fucking place.
When we started dating, I explained my parents and he was cool with it. He hung out with them and spent holidays with us. His family lives
This goes for
in the country.
dudes
They
too.
haven't been able to fly out to visit much. We've only had
Anyone,
one
really.
trip there since I started dating. First time I was meeting them, I asked my boyfriend to tell his parents about my parents and Rose and let me know what they said. He told me they were completely fine with it.
Oh, it was Raccoon City, that's right.
Not specifically, but I would
I mean, what the hell is here?
mention it.
Police department?
It's fine. This year, his parents were able to fly over Thanksgiving. My fiance and I were hosting. My parents and Rose were coming too. Again, I think not much of it. Everyone's under one roof, everyone's nice and merry. Then at some point I go to check on the food and when I come out, things are noticeably awkward. Fiance's parents, my parents and Rose all look uncomfortable. Fiance looks annoyed. I ask what's wrong, but no one will tell me.
Huh.
They awkwardly announce that it's time to eat and the meal is quiet, outside my parents and Rose engaging with me. Fiance's parents leave for the hotel.
That's suspicious.
They're done eating, and don't bother to stay for dessert.
That's royally suspicious.
Confused. My mom eventually pulls me into another room and explains that while I was checking on the food, she, my father, and Rose were all talking about a trip they're taking. Fiance's parents looked confused, and Fiance's mum asked, "Rose going with you?" My mum had said, "Of course," which seemed to disturb them.
Huh.
My mum then said she explained that they were all in a relationship together, and that even further disturbed them. She told me that she was hurt I lied, that his parents were okay with them. It wouldn't have changed that they came, but they would have been more careful
What?
to not make it awkward. I told them I didn't lie at all. My fiance told me they were okay with it. She apologized for accusing me, and I apologized she went through that. She, my dad, and Rose left not long after that. My fiance and I got into a huge argument after this. He said he didn't know how to tell them, so he just didn't. I told him he'd been lying to me for 2.5 years and put everyone in an uncomfortable position. I asked what his parents thought, and he had told them Rose was my aunt, who lived with them to save on rent. I
Wow.
asked him what he expected to happen. My parents and Rose aren't making out and in people's faces, but when they're in what they assume are safe spaces, they act like they're in a relationship. He claimed this all on his parents for being weirded out and making it awkward. I said no, this is on him. He lied to everyone, made it
Yeah.
difficult for everyone.
That's on you, big dog.
His parents could have acted normally and they're at fault for not recovering and trying to have a nice meal. But he's still more so at fault. He just doubled down and said he didn't do anything wrong. He's now mad at me and says
I'd also point that, like, maybe he didn't do something wrong if he hadn't lied about the ant thing.
I'm going crazy, like
Like if he was like, that's you know what? Fuck it. You're not the asshole, actually. It's kind of hard to explain a throuple, you know? Kind of hard to be like, that's my mom, that's my dad, and that's my parents' lover. This is just gonna be my new show.
With basically additional info. The first comment to set will be, your fiancé is so obviously in the wrong here. For exactly the reasons you're against.
I had to make sure that Leon didn't drop the gold egg as well, because he just keeps throwing eggs up in the air. Oh yeah, I forgot to check how many. Okay, I got a long while. I got a good amount of gold this run so far. I think it's weird that they care who goes on their vacation. Like, yeah, this lady's going with me on vacation, so what? What's your fucking problem about it, you know? You don't have to pay. Although it is weird to be like, throuple out of nowhere.
Now you're not apologizing for your parents and their choices because it's not your responsibility and there's nothing to apologize for. And you're putting the blame squarely where it belongs. On the guy that was too embarrassed to discuss the throuple with his parents and allowed years to cover it up.
Hey, I'd be a little. How you were supposed to explain a throuple, yo? It's hard. You can't be like, my parents are fucking another person.
Your normal won't be other people's normal. So be prepared quite longer for the special one where him/his family will be comfortable with this situation.
Wait, do the different eggs give different designs?
And he accepts who you/your family are. Opie says I won't be surprised if they're uncomfortable. As I said, I've dealt with this before with other people. So it's not the end of the world. My family and I have learned to navigate that.
Just which color he's throwing up in the air.
But it's all in a situation that made it awkward. Another comment says, "Not the arsehole."
I'm surprised they didn't make more eggs for. Although I haven't played 6, so I don't know. Maybe they have.
A deal breaker, but would raise questions about his ability to face tough things/conversations. He dropped the ball at not having the.
I gotta say, this game doesn't really feel very Resident Evil, which is what I probably love about it the most. Like. It's mainly probably because like the whole second fucking person and then like the random like okay, right? You in old Resident Evil you would see this barn, right? And once you go into the barn, that's all you would be able to like see. And I hated that shit so much.
Before I got into how the talk with my fiance's parents went, I want to answer some questions that a lot of people kept on asking.
I think I'm getting sick.
Why didn't I tell parents myself? Why didn't I tell his parents myself without my parents and their Rose? This was a decent point. While I still don't believe it is my fault for what occurred, I did understand the point of view that this was my situation, my family, and it's something at minimum we should have done together. I guess when it comes to situations like this, people's parents finding out about my own, usually friends, they just do it for me. It's not something I ask them to do. They usually ask for permission before our families meet, and I say yes. I thought it'd be easier if my fiance told them before our arrivals. It wasn't just me word vomiting, hi, nice to finally meet you. By the way, my parents are in a polycule, but looking back, yes, I can acknowledge. I should have
still fucking awkward, dude. Oh yeah, my dad and mom are in a throuple.
I feel really stupid for not thinking about this at the time. In my family, aunt is a term used loosely. It doesn't mean parent, sister. I have a lot of aunts and uncles that aren't related to my parents biologically, but were close.
That's weird.
Figures in my life, thus the titles. So my mind just went to family friend, but Jesus Christ, realizing they probably thought that this was a flowers in the attic type situation. No shit, they freaked out. I feel dumb for not even considering this. 3. Some have said that this situation is unusual, and even if they don't assume...
Oh, hell yeah.
It's got to be a holiday commotion.
Thank you.
It's natural that they need a minute to process, or that they may never accept it at all. Many asked about
Last chance. I'm leaving.
This family isn't religious, nor do they come from a conservative culture. That being said, I can understand why this is odd to people, and why they need a minute or have a hard time accepting it. Even without those things, I think I just got protective of my parents and Rose in the moment, especially seeing how hurt my mother was in that moment. Yes, she's used to it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't sting when you're rejected. We're all human. At the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their own opinions. I'm also entitled to my feelings. I totally understand not everyone will accept my family. That doesn't mean...
I'm not even being judgmental about the throuple part. I'm just being judgmental about the fact that the dude tried to hide it. Although it's fucking hard to be like, oh yeah, here's my mom, my dad, and their sex partner. It's a little awkward to tell somebody that. Especially if, like, you go over to your girlfriend's house and, you know, the dad's wielding the shotgun. It's kind of hard to go, yeah, I want to be in love with your daughter. Also, my parents are a throuple.
I went without my fiancé, as we still weren't really talking. We met for breakfast, and the first thing I asked was for them to give their side. As most of you expected, the weirdness and judgment they were giving was because they assumed Rose was my mum's sister. They actually seemed relieved when I explained the whole story and are supportive. They want to properly re-meet my family, which I said was sweet. I didn't want to get into the whole, I don't know where your son and I stand, as that wasn't their problem. However, his mum did clarify. So, fiancé's name knew the real story this whole time and I lied. I was honest and said yes. I said maybe I should have made sure he actually told them, but his dad actually interrupted and said if he promised to tell them, then it was on him to say it. They were both very disappointed in him. They actually said what a lot of you did. Even if we lied for all this time, we should have spoken up when things got awkward.
Yeah.
At the situation. Even too. They felt even worse. But I told them it wasn't their fault. Given the context of the situation, I don't blame them for acting weird. The meeting ended on a positive note. We were all
That's good.
to have lunch later on, but given everything with my fiancé,
Is that a question mark?
so they had him go alone. I told his parents ahead of time, and they understood. When fiancé came back from lunch, he apologized. He said he wasn't sure how to tell them. He kept meaning to. He also kept hoping it would naturally come up. I pointed out, and he just didn't tell them.
No.
He died.
Nothing there.
They never suspected Rose was anything more than an aunt in my stories because that's the lie he planted. He was sincere in his apology, but then he mentioned he got a tongue thrashing from his parents. And I wonder if he would have apologized had they not told him.
Oh, shouldn't have said that, dude. Shouldn't have fucking said that.
About telling them, but he should have told me. We could have navigated shit together. Instead, he let it explode. Then did zero damage.
And then kept going further into the lie.
Mommy and Daddy scolded him. He made my parents and Rose look bad, made me look even worse, and most importantly, he lied to me and his parents for 2.5 years. How am I supposed to trust him again about anything? I listed some examples you guys...
I would have been straight up like, yeah, I don't know how to fucking tell my parents about this situation.
Insisted he is. He says he loves my family.
Maybe we could sit down, write a script. If that doesn't work, we could use some AI or something. I don't know.
He trust a liar again. He asked what we could do to fix this. I said I needed time. He offered counseling and I said I'd consider it. We started planning our wedding a few weeks ago, but that had been postponed indefinitely. I've been living with him since the engagement, but I'm back with my parents and Rose for now. I've decided this is something I can live with going forward. It's only been a few hours, so I genuinely have no idea if I can forgive him for this and move on. One person said, hopefully this will be a funny story.
Yeah, that is a huge lie,
Thanksgiving,
for sure.
my parents didn't know who Rose was. I don't even know if I could ever get there. I love him. I thought he was my person. I don't want to throw it all away.
Don't ever fucking lie, like, too big, you know what I'm saying? Tiny lies.
To counseling.
Yeah, honey, your hair looks good.
Therapy for his conflict
You don't look fat.
He didn't disagree. He also called my parents
Type
over to
shit.
apologize. They were civil, but
Even if you think they're the biggest whale looking on the planet because they're pregnant.
dinner before they head back to the
You shut your fucking mouth
my blessing, they're going.
and you survive, homie.
Be friends after all this. That's where we are. Everything is
'Cause
fresh, and I still don't know what I want yet.
You gotta be nice to the ladies.
Think about it a lot. Thanks for all the advice. The commenter said to be on the back of this. I'm glad you're hitting the brakes on things. And
Oh, who knows?
contact the process of work
People think I look like a serial killer, so I just stopped trying.
or be rug sweep. They're taking a
Nobody
step
wants me, and that's
very
fine.
healthy route. And hopefully will lead to a healthier relationship down the road.
I don't even care. All I care about is getting these eggs.
Some are like, you're throwing everything away. I'm taking a breath to think. It's only been it's rational, didn't need a minute. I'm on a quote saying he also kept hoping it would naturally come up, and then says he's lying about that too. He knew it would never naturally come up because people just don't ask if their child's parents are in a polycule, especially with someone they think is a relative. I hope he says exactly this. When did he think it would ever come up? And one more commenter says to B, you know what's really wild is that his parents are being perfectly lovely about the polycule, which means your fiance didn't even have the tiniest little excuse for not telling them the goddamn truth in the first place.
Oh man. Ouch.
He died for 2.5 years, set everyone up for a disastrous beating, and then sat on his hands and let everyone twist in the wind. I can't
R.I.P.,
imagine
dude.
trusting this guy ever again. I'd say you'd always have to worry about him crumpling when the going gets tough, but he actually crumples when the going gets.
Hold on.
Holy
On,
someone's life, would you be able to trust them again, etc.?
would not be able to trust somebody like that.
Struggle with that, but what do you guys make of this one? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And just a huge thank you for being here today, getting involved in the stories, your love, your support, your time. It always means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.
I asked you to fucking get your room ready. I've been getting my room ready, but fuck it. We'll just keep living with bed bugs. Fucking done.
Dishwasher saved, and if this dishwasher saved, then you can't toss the seasoned pan into a dishwasher because that's going to ruin the seasoning. So this doesn't really make sense. If you need to season them, you might as well just get cast iron or carbon steel. They're significantly better. TechSpot claims that this cookware comes with a lifetime warranty, but a lifetime warranty against what? The lifetime warranty basically just covers manufacturer defects. Wear and tear is not included. Damage from excessive heat is also not covered by the warranty. Meaning if you're searing a steak or pretty much anything in here, it's going to destroy that non-stick coating. Cheap $20 non-stick pan, haven't added any butter to it, and just watch how much more non-stick it is than the other one.
Yo, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna sue YouTube. Like, I told them multiple times I don't want to watch fucking TikTok ads. And it's all I keep fucking getting.
Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out
Did I
some
miss
more
an egg?
Reddit stories. And if you
I have
do
not.
love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. And let's crack on with today's first story. Much love, guys. Now today's first story comes from yep, it was me, mate, who says, am I the arsehole for deliberately
Hell
pretending to forget my
yeah.
dad's birthday,
Golden
leaving
egg.
him to spend it alone.
I'm getting quite a few this round.
Female dad
Probably because they just keep throwing out these regular ones.
remembered my birthday. It was slightly covered up when I was a child because my mum always remembered. But a couple of times when she wasn't around, it fell to him, and he totally failed. So, for example, I got nothing on my 18th birthday because my mum was away for 3 months. My sister, 46 female, had a party with friends, a new dress, and lovely gifts when she turned 18. Every year, it's the same. My two siblings,
I stopped getting
and my
presents when I was
younger
like
brother,
16.
33 male, aren't great at this kind of thing. But I always remind them it's Dad's birthday so they can send him a card and call. Since my mum died a decade ago, I usually take him out to dinner and give him a gift so he's not alone. A couple of times I've thrown him a surprise party, and for his 70th, I threw a big event where his extended family flew in. I always point out to him when he has forgotten mine. I told him I find it very hurtful. He just shakes it off and says it isn't important, even though I just told him it was important to me. And he forgets it again.
What a douche.
This year at Christmas, he was talking about something relevant. So I took the opportunity to tell him that he needs to make the effort. Then I asked him when I was born. He couldn't even come up with a year.
Wow.
Mocked me for being sensitive, and inside I just let it all go. He has a phenomenal memory. It's ludicrous that he won't do this for me. I don't even want a gift, though I won't lie, it would be nice. Just a happy birthday call or a card.
What are you putting in here, huh?
Just rolled around. I didn't remind my siblings about it, so they both forgot. He rang me the day before. I knew why, but I chatted about random things and then said I had to run and quickly ended the call. On his birthday,
Oof.
I turned off my phone and went out. He rang me the next day and said that no one remembered his birthday, not even a card or a phone call, and he just spent it alone. I guarantee that's a birthday. I told him he had made it abundantly clear that birthdays were not important and that he was reaping what he sowed. He grumpily agreed with me, but he's still mad. I'm sorry his feelings got hurt because I do love him. But I
That's
think
pretty
this is just the way
crazy.
it's going to be from now on.
I mean,
Unless he steps up and gets me
I
flowers.
feel like it would need more shell, but
Turkish delight for my
other than that, it's
in which
really
case,
good.
We're all good. Just for your information, I don't neglect him. I order his groceries every week. I bring him round dinner.
Like, you would think that was an actual egg that splattered.
For him. He's honestly a nice man, and he can be very generous.
Did they like
Goes to
just
him.
take a whole bunch of pictures of eggs
Not being
splattered?
arsehole from the others questioning why
That's like why this game is so large. It's just 90,000 pictures of eggs.
You've expressed it time and time again. So
Not
basically,
just eggs, but like,
out of spite, you simply stop doing the emotional
and it's not that big,
managing
obviously.
everyone else's
I'm joking.
relationship with him when he couldn't be bothered for you. I mean, the fact that you still handle his groceries.
I mean, the splatter's different every time. Look at that.
You know, it's simply about boundaries in this. He can make the choice to step up now if he wants to. But I don't blame you at all when you've been dismissed multiple times here.
I should probably stop ruining my.
It did feel a little bit good, and that made me feel guilty. Hence this post. Someone was downvoted and they said, "You're the arsehole. Bet you regret this when he's gone." I replied saying, "A few people have said this. I thought it through, and it's not like I'm missing the chance to see him one last time before
Yeah,
he
it's
blows
not
away
like-
like frickin' Thistledown. I see him twice a week and do his shopping and cook for him at least once each week. I took him on holiday 10 days last year and 14 the year before, and we have a break in Devon planned in April. I'm a good daughter. I phone him most days. I'm just sick of being treated as the lowest ranked child. I'm after mutual respect here, and I'm worth it. I won't snub anyone, let alone a daughter like this, and yet he thinks it's okay. I've read what about 200 people have said, and I accept that they are telling me this is deliberate. Why? I didn't know, but it is. He has a brain like a computer. He remembers everything. Everything. So he's
No, buddy, you can't have the
and
chickens
I'm giving it back to him now.
because. Never mind.
It's important to call law
Let's
tigers
check.
for your insurance company so that
Okay.
law tigers can represent you and guide you through the process and get you what you deserve.
I think it's important to call
Opie waited until now. Opie says, I don't know. I genuinely don't know why this one broke me. Also, it wasn't just my 18th. I just brought that up because it's a big one, and the contrast with my sister was so profound. There were other birthdays when I was a child that were forgotten because my mum wasn't always around. I'm from the UK and she was from Eastern Europe, and occasionally went to visit her wider family for a while when we were kids. It was Christmas Day, after lunch when we had the chat I mentioned, and I'd spent the whole of Christmas Eve cooking, and I'd worked so hard to make it a beautiful day. I'd chosen, bought and wrapped all his presents to quite a few people. He just gives me a budget for everyone and a check, and he gives my sister a check to do the same for some of the rest of the family. When I was chatting with my sister and found out that the budget for my baby brother's Christmas gift is twice the budget for mine, and then Dad and I had that crap chat about my birthday, I was really hurt. But maybe I was looking to grow a spine for a while. I don't know. Opie says I saw a therapist recently, and though I didn't bring this up as one of the things I wanted to get on top of, maybe I'll listen to what some of the life advice he gave me. Opie also says I've literally been with him on my birthday, and he'd given my sister a gift for hers, which falls a couple of weeks before mine, because he didn't see her in between. In fairness, she was horrified. I'm definitely his. We have loads of identical physical things, and I look like a frickin' twin to his two sisters in pigs where we're the same age. I'm queer, and didn't give him any grandchildren, but he didn't know that until I was in my late 30s, so that's no excuse. I know I wasn't planned, but I was always assured I was very welcome. I've really listened to what people are telling me, and like you, I now realize that this isn't accidental.
Poor kid.
It's deliberate. This had genuinely never occurred to me. I will wait for a time when we're relaxed in a neutral situation and ask him why. I'm interested in what he says, and this whole Reddit experience has helped me move away from being emotionally invested to being curious, which is a huge positive shift. Grateful to all the strangers.
Well, best of luck, stranger.
This objectivity, though I still love my dad. Hope he goes on to say, I think he was genuinely shocked that my brother forgot, because he's the golden child, etc. But I've been reminding my brother for years that I was pretty sure, without me giving him a heads up, that he would forget, and I wasn't wrong. In fairness, my dad's attitude has rubbed off on him a bit. I would say that my sister is incredibly overwhelmed right now with life, so I feel a bit bad that I didn't remind her. My sister is an angel, my best friend, and I'm lucky to have her. Opie says we're actually good friends.
You gonna drop me one?
He's a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to women and the gays. So I guess I'm never going to be the special one. But he and I usually get on well together. And he wasn't a terrible dad. When I was young, he did not have a son, so I was very much his stand-in son, and we were very close. Someone says about the dad sounds neurotypical and says, he's been assessed. He has mild OCD. Makes him amazing at scheduling things and remembering data details. That's why I won't cut him any slack anymore. He really
shouldn't have cut him slack in the first place.
Superb at task management, scheduling, planning. I mean, really good. He has a great memory and never forgets details or dates. And he had therapy and analysis for his OCD, which my mum also had. So they'd be looking for this kind of thing. I do his groceries because he is too lazy to do it himself on the iPad I bought him.
Wow.
He always has a perfect list
What a bitch.
Sunday mornings. He knows the contents of his cupboard down to the last slice of bread. He's excellent at planning. If he goes on to say it was hard because I love him, and I was brought up to be a generous person who celebrates my friends and family. Not doing that was very hard for me. I mean, realistically, I know he prefers my brother and sister to me. I'm just not sure why.
Did another golden one?
And my sister bought him a paper calendar this year.
I think I got like 18 in
My
here.
brothers and all 4 grandkids. So, let's see.
Original, we are playing Kart Ride and we have to get a Guinness World Record official attempt. We have to beat 4 minutes, 10 seconds.
I'm probably wrong.
2, 1, go. Alright, we have to beat 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Well, I'm going straight. I'm going up to 120. Oh no, oh no. I died! I died!
Let's see.
No! I died. You still going? Oh, you're dead. I thought you were
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I was 4 off, okay.
I made it. Yes! Okay, your score is
mothers and all 4 grandkids. So, let's see. It was roughly about 9 months after this that OP came in to update. And they said, okay, so I deleted the original Reddit account for reasons. I made some foolish comments, people called me out and I panicked. But it was my birthday last week and some people asked me to do an update, so I made a new one, and here it goes. It was the afternoon of my birthday and the phone rang. It was my
Could be another gold.
chatting
Nope,
about
that's
stuff
white.
and did an online grocery order for him together. And then the conversation went kind of like this. He said, oh, and darling, and Pippi said, what? He said, happy birthday. Pippi said, where is my father and what have you done with his body? And he said, none of that. So that was nice. And later when I saw him the next day, he gave me a glass flower bowl that had been my mum's that he got my sister to wrap for me, which was also very nice. So all the people who said I should have played hardball before, maybe you were right. And all
Indeed.
the people who said I only get one dad and I should just love him, I really do. And I haven't neglected him the last X months, I promise.
It's not that they don't love him, it's that they want him to show his love to them.
Maybe he always resented the fact that my name wasn't the one he and Mum originally agreed on or whatever. I seem to have broken the curse. Dad remembered my birthday this year and gave me a nice gift. Thanks, Reddit. I read one more comment saying, I've been thinking about it since my first post when Reddit made me realise there was a deliberate element going on here. And I've decided it was a case of extreme
Almost up to a mil, let's go.
guilty about missing my important birthdays when I was young, and it made it feel better to take the but it didn't matter because it was an important path than just to apologise and improve. I forced a change in quite a harsh manner, and he has buckled. People are complicated creatures.
I will be on
And as you
tomorrow.
can imagine on the back of that one, people...
I'm gonna go see if they've done anything for Fallout 76. Probably not. They fucking hate me, so
Extremely low, especially after what OP
I'll probably be back on this.
But what do you guys make of
Peace.
this situation?